Hello all, welcome to this class on development of lateral surfaces of solids, and in this class let's solve this problem number 4, that is draw the development of the lateral surface of the cone whose front view is shown in the following figure. Okay, is as shown in the following figure. Okay, in this problem actually you don't have to draw any this orthographic views. Actually the orthographic view will be given in the question paper itself. So you will have to draw only the development. So while they give the development, they will mention even all the dimensions. But as I told, in my computer, I could not show those dimensions. They will they will mention all the dimensions in the question paper and all. So for example, this one would have been it is actually 45.5, and this total is actually found to be somewhere around 60. 60. Okay, it is nothing but 65 actually. Okay, so like that. All those dimensions will actually be given in the question paper itself, so you don't have to worry. And even this dimensions of this circle, so circle dimensions is also found to be like 50. So 50 is nothing but the diameter of the circle. So all those dimensions actually it will be given in the question paper itself, so you don't have to worry about that. But actually once they give it, you will have to draw this. See, from looking from the question paper itself, you will have to draw it. So first you draw the circle of diameter 50, then you just draw a horizontal line, then you just draw that circular pattern just like how you did in the solids and planes. You're just going to select that line, and you'll go to the circular pattern, and there you'll be giving the number of counts as 12, because you'll have to make 12 divisions here: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J and L, M. So you will not be mentioning I instead of H, J, K, L, M. So 12 divisions and 360-degree, and if you click at the middle and if you click finish, you will get the 12 divisions. And similarly you'll be drawing this front view, and looking from the question paper for whatever the dimensions you will be drawing. So 45.5 you will have to draw a visible line here, and then at 30-degree angle, that is all given in the question itself. So same thing is what I have drawn it. So at 30-degree angle you will be cutting it. So that is all given in the question paper. So just by looking that, you will be drawing it. That's it. There is nothing very difficult in it. But drawing the development is what is going to take time. So how you are going to draw the development? So let's try to draw the development here. That is what is going to be very important here. So to draw the development, first you will have to measure this length. So this length is actually found to be, so let's try to measure this length, and that is found to be 65 mm. So 65 mm, you can just see here, it is found to be 65 mm. So what you can do is first draw a line. So first draw two lines. So first draw two lines. So let that length be 65, enter. Similarly, draw another line keeping center here, 65, enter. So we have just drawn two lines, but there has to be some angle. Okay, so at what angle? So let's try to find that. So for that, the formula will be theta equal to small r divided by capital R multiplied by 360 degrees. So small r is nothing but radius of the circle. So diameter of the circle is 50, therefore radius will be 25. So 25 divided by capital R will nothing but be this length actually, whatever we measured now. So that length is found to be 65. So 25 divided by 65 multiplied by 360 degrees, you will get 138.46 degrees. So 138.46 degrees has to be the length in between this. So here you can just see in this box, it is found to be 142.71. So you can try to click that and make it 138.46. So 138.46. Let's try to enter. So now we have just got it as 138.46. So I'll just try to delete it here. So but in the exams you can just show it, because as I told, I'm getting isometric dimensions here. So now we can go to this arc by center point. So click the center here. So for this already given distance, let's try to draw an arc, and the the angle has to be 138.46. That one we have already given it, no worries. So let that be drawn using so let's try to make that arc by normal, because later on only some portion of it has to be made visible. So for now let's try to make it normal. Even let's try to make this also normal, because as I told, not everything will be made normal. So let's try to make that normal. And another thing what you can just see here is you will have to draw another arc here. So you can use the smart dimensioning, and you can see here, you can try to split this line in this. If you just look at in this other side of this triangle here, only some portion of that is made visible, the other portion is not visible. So try to split that. So click that entire line here. You can try to zoom it so that you can, because there are many lines there, so it might confuse you. So see that you try to select that line and click at this visible portion line, and you can try to, what to say, find only its length. So you can try to go to smart dimensioning, and you can just only find this length. So that length is found to be 19.5. You can just see here, don't look this. So you can just see in this box it is found to be 19.5. So I'll delete this. As I told, here it's not showing correctly. So what you can do, go back here. So at 19.5, draw another arc. So using this arc by center point, so keeping the center here, so giving the radius as 19.5, enter. So draw another arc. Okay, so now we have just done that. So now we have finished so much. So now what you will have to do is you will have to select this and try to make divisions. So select this line, and just like you do in the circular pattern, go to circular pattern. So give, let this be the center. So let this be the center. So let this be the center. First click for the center. So let's give the number of counts as, so you already know there are 12 divisions in the circle: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. No I, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, F, G, H, J, K, L, M. So you have totally 12 divisions. But here you'll be making plus 1, 13 divisions, because there will be one common point. So let's make 13 divisions, enter. And the angle is not 90 degree or 360 degree. It is the same angle how much ever we got in between. That is 138.46 degrees. So see that you try to click finish, you will get these divisions here. So now what you will have to do after this is do the, mark all those points. Go to text option, switch on the caps, and see that you try to make all those points. So let this be A, capital A, capital B, capital C, everything is capital. So C, D, E, F, G, H. So we usually avoid I mostly, because the reason is it resembles to 1. It's something similar to 1. So we mostly avoid I. So J, K, L, M, and A will again be common. So after that A to M is over, again you are going to start with A again. So we are done with that. So now what you will have to do it is, this is very important, go back to this front view and see that you are going to join, you're going to draw some normal lines over here. So you can just see from every point. So from we have just drawn this top view, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M. We have just named all those points. Similarly, we have projected it and we have named that A dash, B dash, all that. So here when you see B dash will be visible, M dash will be hidden. We have just done all that. Then you can just see wherever this cutting plane is cutting A dash, we have marked 1 dash. Similarly, when this cutting plane is cutting this B dash and M dash, we have similarly marked 2 dash and 12 dash. That is, B dash we have given 2 dash, C dash we have given 3 dash, D dash we have given 4 dash, E dash as 5 dash, F dash as 6 dash, G dash as 7 dash. Then again come back from H dash as 8 dash, J dash we have given 9 dash, K dash we have given 10 dash. That is according to that alphabetical order, whatever we have given, that numbering we have given. L as we have given L 11 and M 12. So similarly, we will have to get this distances. Now you know this distance. This distance. Don't look here. Look in this box. So this total distance is nothing but for this A. So that distance is found to be 65. So 65 we already know. So it is found to be 65. So now, but we'll have to measure these other distances and have to cut arcs there. So you will have to measure these individual distances. That is from this, whatever this points from here to wherever this line is cutting these lines. So those distances you will have to find it. So what you'll have to do it is, you will have to use the split option. So split that, before getting that split, you will have to join some horizontal lines using normal lines. We'll have to join some horizontal lines so that we can try to easily split. So let's try to join, wherever this cutting plane is cutting this, these lines. So let's try to join some lines either to the left or either to the right. So I will draw to the right. So let me try to So let if you try to zoom it, you will get it correctly. So here you can just see I have not mentioned it correctly here. So you can try to zoom it and draw those lines, so you will get it much better. So let's try to join this line as well. So if you're not getting a straight line, you can enter for a horizontal line, you can enter the angle as 0 degrees and you will get that straight line. Okay. Similarly, you can just see if you're not getting this as the correct line, you can try to zoom in there. You can try to fit and try to zoom it back here. So you can try to zoom it and try to draw the lines so that you will draw the correct lines, mostly correct horizontal lines. So let's try to zoom these areas and try to draw. So let's try to draw, make using normal lines. Okay, so we have just drawn that line, as well as now we will just finish off with this line. So let's try to enter the angle as 0 degrees, enter. Okay, so now we have finished that. So now what you will have to do it is we'll have to measure those individual distances. So you can just see this complete line, that length, wherever, so for example, whichever I'm trying to highlight, that complete line's length is 65 mm. So don't look here, as I told, look here. So it is found to be 65 mm. So now you will have to find out the distances between wherever I made that horizontal lines. So from there, from that apex to that, you will have to find out. So what I'll do it, I'll try to zoom it again, zoom that particular area, and let me try to split first. Let me try to split from the bottom. So let me try to select this complete line and try to split at this point. So if I try to split at that point, and let me try to measure the distance. So using smart dimensioning, if I try to measure this distance, so let me try to, place it a little bit far away, because I'll be getting many such dimensions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 such dimensions I'll be getting. So don't look at here, look at here. So it is found to be 62.44. So as I can't identify it here, I'll try to write it in a paper, but in the exams you can just show it directly in the computer itself. So 62.44 is nothing but from f dash and h dash. So from f dash and h dash, the dimensions are found to be 62.44. Now again go to split. So let's try to split this point exactly at this horizontal line. So now again let me go to smart dimensioning. Again let me try to measure this one. That is found to be here in this box. If you see, it is found to be 56.17. 56.17 is for E dash and J dash. That is for E and J. For E and J, it is found to be so much. Now again let me try to go to the split option. Let me try to split this option here. Let me try to split that line here, and let the dimension is nothing but found to be 49.41. 49.41 is nothing but for D and K. D and K. And again let me try to go to the split option. So select that line and let me split at this point. So again go to smart dimensioning and find this length. That length is found to be 44.09. So 44.09 is nothing but for C and K. So you can just identify it correctly here. It is found, it is nothing but for okay, let me come back again from first. So this 62.44 is nothing but for okay, actually I just told it wrong earlier, because this is from here actually. Therefore 62.44 will actually be for B and M, not for F and H. So please note it correctly. So for B and M it is 62.44. Similarly, when this dimension, that is 56.17, is nothing but for if you identify it correctly, it is for C and L, 56.17. So 56.17 is for C and L. C and L. And this dimension, that is nothing but 49.41. So that is nothing but for D and K. So 49.41 is for D and K. Yes, that's what I also even I told. Next, this dimension 44.09, that is for E and J. So for E and J, it is 44.09. So we already got for 8 points. So another 2 more points are there. So you can just see here again, go to split. So select this line and so at here, let's try to use that zoom option and so let me try to split that correctly. See that you try to select this line and split exactly at this point. So you will have to split exactly at this point. See at this horizontal line you will have to split that. So now if you try to, you will get only this. So that is found to be 40.87. So for, you can just look at in this table, in this box here. So 40.87. So 40.87 will actually be for, let's try to fit it and zoom only this particular area. So 40.87, this is one latest one, that is 40.87. 40.87, that is actually for F and H. So F and H. So now we have already got for 10 points. So the remaining 2 points are nothing but A and G. So for A and G it is nothing but the complete 65. So for A and G it's not an issue. So for A and G it is 65. That is already the radius of that length. So that will be full completely. This completely wherever you have made that arc. So A and G is not an issue. Only those remaining 10 points you will have to make it now. So I'll delete here these dimensions, but in the exam you can try to show it. But as I told here in my computer, actually in this laptop, actually I have this isometric dimensions. Actually I could not change it. So but in the exams you can mention, you can just show all those dimensions. They are very, very important. So now what I'll do, I've written it a paper, but in the exams you can just show it and directly measure from there and directly look from there and mark it. So now from each point, let's try to make it. From A, no need of many markings. So go to arc by center point, place at B. From A and G, no need of any markings. It's complete that 65. So now from B, so from B and M, you have 62.44. So place your cursor here, enter the radius as 62.44, 62.44, enter. Actually, 1 minute. So just let me just try to measure the length here. So this is found to be, just a minute. So this is found to be 62 point. So arc by center point. So we all know this is 65 and yes. Okay. Now let's try to go to this arc by center point. So let's keep the, let's make this as the center. Enter the radius as 62 point. Okay. I mean, don't enter there. It is actually wrong. So see that you enter from here. Let this be the center, not there. I'm sorry. So let's try to mark that point as O. So actually I was just making a mistake there. So from O, from that apex, let's try to keep that center. So what you do, go to arc by center point, keep this apex. From there, see that you are trying to make at B and M as 62.44. 62.44. Enter. See that you are trying to cut an arc at B and also go to again 62.44, enter, and let's keep this as the center. Let's give the radius as 62.44, enter, and at M. Okay. So now we have made those two curves. Next at C and L, we'll have to give radius as 56.17. So click this as center, give the radius as 56.17, enter. So at C as well as at L. So go to arc by center point, center 56.17. Okay. Next is a D and K 49.41. So at D and K 49.41, center 49.41, enter D and as well as at K. So 49.41, enter, and then 44.09 at E and J. So yeah, at E and J 44.09, enter, at E as well as at J. So 44.09, enter, at J. Okay. Next at F and H it is 40.87. So this as the center, at 40.87, enter at F as well as at H at F, and similarly at H also enter 40.87, enter, and at okay. Let's click the center. See that this you're clicking as the center. Now 40.87 at H as well. H. So this is H option. Okay. So now we have made all those points. So now see that. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F. So G will be this end. G, H, J, K, L, M, and back to A. So now wherever we have made those curves, it is very important that we are going to mark that. So that is very important, and also at G we'll have to mark it. That is very important because A will actually be here, but G, let's try to make it 65 because G is nothing but full 65. So see that from here, let's try to enter radius as 65. Okay, G, I don't think there is no need of many marking, so let's try to leave that. So okay, so now what we'll do is let's try to join all those points. So before joining, let's try to name it. So let this be 1, let this be 2, let this be 3, let this be 4, let this be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 11, 12, and then back to 1, 11, 12, and back to 1. Okay, so now let's try to move those points nearer to those points itself, nearer to those wherever that arc is cutting that line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, and 1. Okay, so now wherever possible, see that you're trying to join. So see that, go to curve option. So select this curve option and curve option. See that you're going to use a visible line. So start from here, this 1, join wherever this curve is cutting that line, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there is no 7 exactly, but you can directly join 8. So that will be a straight curve. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and back to 1. Okay, so now we have just joined that. So now the top portion, so till here this part, it has to be made visible one. So now what we'll do is so if you try to select this complete line will get selected. So what you can do is you can try to use split option and select this line and split here exactly. So I think now it is split. So now okay, yes, it is, I think it's split, but let's try to select it again. So let's try to select this line and split at this point. Okay, so now let's try to select that line only. Let's try to make that visible. Okay, I'm sorry, everything got selected. Now let's try to zoom that. Okay, first thing what we'll do is let's try to make only, or else let's try to use this line option instead. So till here, let's try to make it visible. Similarly, let's try to select that. Instead of selecting it, you can directly draw a line over there, a visible line. So, and then what you do, you can directly go to this curve, arc by center point. So anyways, make it visible. So see that only this part is we are making it visible. So with that, the problem gets completed. So that is the development. You can try to mention here as development. So that completes the problem. I hope you understood that. Thank you.